Tonight, weeks after the Torahs were saved in the Adass Israel synagogue fire, they met a sad fate in a Duluth garage.
Plus, Duluth is ranked on how they tackle issues of equality, where they stack up against the cities around the nation.
And were concerns suppressed? A big investigation into Polymet's water quality permit aims to answer that burning question.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. A weekend garage fire in Duluth's Central Hillside neighborhood took a very sentimental toll.
Not only did these flames destroy the garage Sunday night, but they also damaged the very same Torah scrolls and prayer books that were recovered from the September fire at the Adass Israel synagogue. The fire happened in an alley along the 300 block of East 2nd Street early Sunday evening. CBS 3's John Cardinelli is live in the Central Hillside with the details. John, do we know why these sacred items were there on Sunday?
Adass Israel leaders say the scrolls were being held inside this garage until they were able to be buried. They say that's proper etiquette for any damaged Jewish artifacts. As we mentioned, the scrolls were originally damaged in the synagogue fire in September. According to Mike Baden, an Adass congregation board member, the garage was rented for private use by one of the congregants. He reached out to the congregation and offered the space to store the already unusable remnants of a number of Torah scrolls and holy books until the items could be properly buried. Fire officials tell us they are still investigating the garage fire tonight, but at this time they do not believe it is suspicious. Now, we did speak to Adass Israel congregation leaders today. Unfortunately, they were unable to go on camera, but we will continue to keep you updated on this as more develops.
All right. Thanks, John.
New developments in the investigation into whether a top environmental agency in Minnesota suppressed concerns about pollution risks for Polymet. A judge ordered a forensic search of computers used by 3 former top officials at the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. Today's order set a hearing for January 21st to review the findings. The Minnesota Court of Appeals tasked the judge with determining whether MPCA officials sought to keep the EPA's concerns out of the public record for a major water quality permit for Polymet. Environmental groups are challenging the MPCA's decision to grant the permit. The case is one of several pending legal challenges against Polymet's copper-nickel mine.
Check in with Dave for a look at the weather. Dave, kind of cloudy tonight?
Yeah, it'll stay cloudy tonight. It was cloudy all day this morning. We got a few spits and giggles worth of a rain-snow mix around the area, and that could be coming back again tomorrow. In between, on the cloudier side, because we're being flanked by 2 low-pressure systems with a conglomeration of fronts connecting the 2. And again, tonight the result will be just a mostly cloudy sky. But tomorrow, things will start to come out of the sky, not because of those 2 lows, but because of a Colorado one coming our way. So the day starts cloudy tomorrow, upper 20s for low temp as the kids get on the school bus. Midday, still cloudy, 35. End of the day, 38 degrees, and a rain-snow mix starts to come in. That'll be the lead advance element of something that could make a few inches of snow by Thursday morning. We'll talk about how much could come down and where in a few more minutes.
Thanks, Dave. A portion of Interstate 35 will see some closures starting today. The construction affects the southbound lanes and the tunnels. Crews are scanning the tunnel walls and setting up equipment. And the closures are expected to last until 2:30 tomorrow afternoon. You're asked to slow down in the construction zone.
Business owners on Superior Street had their first chance today to ask questions about Phase 3 of the reconstruction project. Phase 2 just wrapped up. Phase 3 is set to start in April of next year. It means shutting down Superior Street, starting with the Lake Avenue intersection through 3rd Avenue West. City reps say they hope by starting the conversation now, things will go smoothly when the work kicks off.
We're doing this to try to get people comfortable with the project and what we're doing with it, letting them know that we're here to try to work with them as much as we possibly can during construction, make this as painless as possible for all the business owners that are on the project, and also to kind of let people know that the Superior Street is going to stay open to pedestrian traffic during the project.
Work on the Lake Avenue Bridge is also expected to start around the same time. City engineers say it will likely mean shutting down the bridge completely from April through July.
How do you measure equality? A new score is shining a light on Duluth's efforts to be inclusive at every level of city government.
CBS 3's Emma Quinn breaks down what that score measures.
Equality is on the rise in the city of Duluth. That's according to the latest score from the Human Rights Campaign Foundation.
Last year, the national average was 50. We were above the national average. We were at 57.
This year, the city jumped 29 points.
St. Paul and Minneapolis are likely at 100. But a city our size to be at 89, that is amazing.
The score measures how inclusive the city is for the LGBTQ community.
It's about how do we support people who identify as non-binary gender. It is about how are we welcoming people into this community. How do we connect with our homeless youth and ensure that they feel connected.
City leaders say one of the ways they work to be more inclusive was by being better neighbors.
Some of the leaps we made was identifying through the police department, having folks designated as someone as an outreach person, and really it's just how we relay information and how do we get folks included.
A change to the city's bathroom laws also boosted the score.
The quiet work we have done as a city to ensure that all people have a bathroom they can use. We have all gender bathrooms.
Despite their success, the city says they still have more work to be done.
We still have work to continue and work that we're going to be working throughout the community to get more information on how we can be more inclusive.
506 cities across the country took part in this year's evaluation. For more information on the score, head on over to our website.
A private liberal arts college in Minnesota is stripping the founder's name from a campus building. The Board of Trustees made the decision after students raised concerns about the founder, Edward Niels, about his racist views in the 1800s. The college said Niels' writings about Native Americans are racist and dehumanizing in the extreme, even for those times. The name will be removed from Neal Hall as well as from a room in another building. McAllister's student newspaper had published a special issue on Niels' racist writings prior to the decision being made.
A Duluth business is lending its support to a bill for paid family and medical leave in Minnesota. Vikra Distillery in Canal Park hosted an event supporting the legislation today. Paid family and medical leave and earned sick and safe time both ensure working people have paid time off to recover from illnesses or injury. Minnesota has sick and safe time, but not family and medical leave. Proposed law would change that, giving people 12 paid weeks off if they need it. Duluth Representative Liz Olson was at today's event. She says this is good for families.
Well, as a mom myself, who's part of a sandwich generation, I both, had my own child and had to take care of my mom when she was recovering from cancer surgery. So I know firsthand how that benefit helped me and my family, and I want to make sure every Minnesotan has access to that same benefit.
Olson hopes the legislature will take up the bill during its next session.
The second impeachment hearing of the day wrapped up just over an hour ago in the House Intelligence Committee.
Yeah, earlier administration aides who listened to the July 25th phone call between President Trump and the leader of Ukraine told lawmakers they were concerned about that call. Former U.S. Special Envoy to Ukraine Kurt Volker told lawmakers he would have expressed objections had he been aware of the push to get Ukraine to investigate the Bidens.
Volker was joined by former National Security Council official Tim Morrison. He was on the July 25th phone call between President Trump and President Zelensky of Ukraine. In an earlier hearing, Vice Presidential aide Jennifer Williams and Lieutenant Colonel Alexander Vindman of the National Security Council expressed concerns about the call.
At times, Republicans tried to discredit Vindman and pressed him to out the whistleblower who triggered the impeachment inquiry. However, Vindman said he doesn't know who the whistleblower is. There are 3 more witnesses scheduled for tomorrow's hearing, which we will carry right here on CBS3 as well as our website.
In 2007, not one deer tested positive for CWD in Wisconsin's northern 18 counties.
Since then, the deadly disease has been detected in both wild deer and captive deer in the area. CBS3's Gaming Hall found out why communities are concerned ahead of this Saturday's opener.
CWD is a deadly disease being noticed all over our region, including here in the state of Wisconsin. It's been more than a decade since the Wisconsin DNR compiled an extensive review of chronic wasting disease in the northern 18 counties. Detecting not one case of CWD back then, wildlife biologist Todd Noss says the disease now has popped up in 4 of those counties. Now, Noss says it's tough to spot. Even a deer that looks perfectly normal could have the disease, but once the animal develops the symptoms, it's fatal. That's why animal experts, hunters, businesses, everyone involved is concerned.
The revenue obtained through deer hunting and observation are a huge economic driver for our businesses. And people are just, everyone's concerned about the health of the deer, and chronic wasting disease is the greatest threat to deer today in our state.
Although it's never been determined that humans have contracted CWD from deer, the World Health Organization, CDC, and Wisconsin Department of Health all advise you not to eat deer infected with CWD. Now, if you plan to go hunting in this area, you are strongly urged to bring your deer in for testing. We'll have that information coming up tonight at 10.
All right, thanks, Camille. And just a reminder, the Wisconsin firearms season kicks off this Saturday and will run through December 1st.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, we'll tell you how you can help kids in need this holiday season.
It felt warm out there today, but really we were 1 degree shy of normal. Tomorrow should go warmer than normal. Another rain-snow mix will hit us first. That's for Wednesday. Then come Thursday, cool enough for snow. How much will we get? I'll let you know after the break.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3.
The season is here. And it's time for our best offer of the year during the Ford Black Friday event. Now, for a limited time, get an amazing offer on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary maintenance through Ford Pass Rewards. The Ford Black Friday event ends soon, so hurry in today. During the Black Friday sales event, lease an F-150 for just $259 a month. Or get over $11,500 in total savings only at your Northland Ford dealers.
Update your home with the safety and warmth of a gas fireplace with the best-looking flame in Duluth. At the Fireplace Corner, we take your old, drafty, wood-burning fireplace to warm and reliable with our Heat and Glow gas inserts. Our Heat and Glow selection and financing options are backed by our 100% done-right guarantee. Don't wait for the cold. Call or stop in today and visit your local Heat and Glow gas fireplace experts with the best-looking flame in Duluth. Or click thefireplacecorner.com for our full selection.
I wish that I would have gone to Aspen Dental years ago. I've always had rough teeth, so once a technician told me that they could have the dentures ready for me within a matter of days, I was in shock. Having the denture lab on site is absolutely convenient. Almost a year later, my daughter will still come up to me and say, "Mommy, smile, I want to see them again." It makes me so happy.
At Aspen Dental, we're all about yes. Like yes to dentures you can trust with a 7-year warranty. Yes to custom-crafted dentures with our on-site lab. And yes, we'll have you feeling beautiful. Call now or book online at aspendental.com.
The best relationships are the ones that last. Because when you know someone for a long time, you know what they like. You know their needs and their concerns. You know what and who matters most to them. Your healthcare is the same way. When you can count on trust, commitment, understanding, and support, the relationship just works better for everyone. You and Blue.
In all our 50-plus years, we've never lost sight of one goal. Make Kohler Toyota a dealership unlike any other. With exceptional customer care, a friendly sales staff, skilled service technicians, and top quality parts. We are where the Northland shops. Black Friday all month long at Kohler Toyota. Lease a 2019 RAV4 LE just $219 a month. Pay 0 interest for 60 months or receive $2,500 customer cash on a new 2019 Highlander. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Tonight on CBS.
We were sure this was a murder when the guy jumped out of a bus. I do not think this was a suicide.
Some kind of killer band society?
It sounds a lot worse when you say it out loud.
A new NCIS. Then.
Russia is trying to protect this agent's anonymity.
This agent's about to kill someone. Who's the target?
A new FBI after a new NCIS. Tonight on CBS.
CBS 3 weather is brought to you by St. Luke's. Now, the CBS 3 Duluth Weather Max forecast with meteorologist Dave Anderson.
A pair of weakish low-pressure systems passing through the region did bring a rain and snow mix to the area this morning. And in Lakeside neighborhood in Duluth here, it brought a dusting there on the pavement. This picture comes courtesy of Hanna Erperstad, who's one of the deans at Lake Superior College. She's a native of Finland, so she knows snow just like the rest of us. And we could get a few inches of snow, especially up towards the Iron Ranges, by Thursday morning. And another round of this mix could be hitting us about this time tomorrow evening. So we'll show you the timeline in just a bit, but of course, we first show you those current conditions that are hitting us from the airport in Duluth. It's 33 degrees, relative humidity 96%, so some fog has been popping up around the Twin Ports at least the past couple of hours. May continue to do so earlier or overnight. Westerly wind right now 5 miles per hour, air pressure slipping down to 29.89 inches as the two low pressure systems depart our region, the small ones to be replaced by one bigger one coming in from the southwest. Right now, 32 in Watersmeet, 33 Ironwood, 33 to 35 from Hayward to Ashland. It's also mid-30s towards Superior, almost mid-30s in Moose Lake, Willow River area, Two Harbors as well. 30 straight up towards Ely, low 30s Hibbing, Chisholm, Nashwaukee, Wotton, Taconite, 35 towards Grand Rapids, and 34 right now International Falls. Thanks to the cloud cover, lows tonight may only drop into the upper 20s. Daytime highs tomorrow into the upper 30s once again, which will of course aid and abet the rain and snow mix that's slated to come around. So the rain showers and the snow showers that came earlier today, they're pretty much faded away here. Just a couple of clouds still in the area, a couple of snow showers up towards Thunder Bay and parts of Ontario. But again, this isn't the last of the low pressure systems. No, those two lows are departing and the bigger one is going to be coming to call. And when it does come to call, first its front end will bring a rain and snow mix. That's for Wednesday afternoon, Wednesday night. Then the cold sector of the low comes through early Thursday morning. That shifts things over to snow. And right now it looks like the best chance for the snow will indeed be along the Iron Ranges. Well, here I'm trying to prove my point, and it looks like my map has fallen apart. Now it says nothing. I don't think that's right. I think we're looking 3 to 6 for the Arrowhead of Minnesota and about a trace to 3 for the rest of the region. And by Thursday afternoon, it should go away. Forecast here tonight in Minnesota, the low temps, upper 20s to about 32, mostly cloudy sky. And mostly cloudy in Wisconsin and Michigan as well, with lows there from 30 to 34. For tomorrow, cloudy all day long. Late in the day, 40% mixed chance comes back to Wisconsin. High temps, pretty close to 40. Minnesota high temps, we'll say about 34 to 40. 40% chance of that mix afternoon and evening as well, which, despite that map trying to goof me up here, should turn into snow on Thursday. A 90% chance for morning snow. And again, 3 to 6 inches for Iron Ranges. Kristen, when you travel home and back and forth during that period, maybe slippery for you. The rest of us, a trace to 3 could slip up the roads as well. But look at the weekend. It gets pretty nice. We go back to sunshine here for probably Friday, Saturday, and Sunday too.
I liked the map better that showed 0 inches of snow. Can we just play that all winter?
Well, see what it says at 10. If it's still saying zeros, then maybe I'm full of beans here.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Dave.
Parade goers and participants are getting finishing touches ready for this year's Christmas City of the North Parade. Dale and Jeanette Olson have been making floats for parades and community events for more than 50 years. But this eye-catching creation is something new. It took Dale about 5 weeks to get this pontoon boat turned motor vehicle up and running using the engine from a '93 Suburban. It's certainly something special to see, but possibly most special for the foster children the Olsons care for.
It's just really good for them. They're not out running around, downtown, hanging at the mall. They're here learning something, and, if they can learn just one little thing, that's just fantastic for them.
And you can catch this float near the beginning of the Christmas City of the North Parade. It starts at 6:30 on Friday night.
And it's not quite time for Thanksgiving leftovers, but you can get a turkey sandwich while helping kids in need have a bike of their own. Marine General is holding their biggest fundraiser of the year tomorrow for Bob's Bike Drive. The program raises money to donate bikes to the Salvation Army. They go to kids who need them as Christmas presents. Over the last decade, the program has donated more than 2,100 bikes.
11, 12 years ago, Bob Rogers decided to do a couple of bikes, and people wanted to join in and just kept going from there, and it blew up to what it is now. That it's a great thing for kids here in the Twin Ports.
You can swing by Marine General tomorrow between 10 and 3, donate to the program, and get a free turkey sandwich.
Kelly joins us with a look at what's coming up in sports. Kelly, some athletes might need some turkey to fuel them.
I know. We had some of that turkey.
Yeah,
it was
delicious.
pretty dang good. Yeah. Gophers looking to bounce back from a tough loss this weekend at Iowa. Plus, a number of honors for UMD athletics. That's coming up.
Trace Adkins, live at the Bear. CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Toyota. New state-of-the-art dealership. Same President's Award-winning service. KohlerToyota.com.
I love that one.
I love it.
I love it. It's easy to fall in love with a new Chevy.
I love this one too.
And this month is the perfect time to see why.
Wow. I love it.
That's my next truck. Find your reason to fall in love with a new Chevy and get a great deal all month long.
I love it.
I'm gonna go buy a Chevy.
Now, during the Black Friday sales event, get 20% below MSRP on select 2019 models, or get 15% below MSRP on most 2020 Equinox models. That's over $6,100 on this Equinox.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about is not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
At Papa Murphy's, get your hands on something amazing. Right now, get the new Zesty Pep for just $10 with giant pepperoni, sausage, and the zing of banana peppers. Everything's better with a little zing. We make it, you bake it, Papa Murphy's.
The Dish voice remote just got even more powerful. Why'd we put so much technology in there?
You don't think I've watched a lot of football?
You want to put a little wager on it? Bet.
So you can settle that bet without ever taking your eyes off the game.
How many D1 football teams are there?
What you do with that power?
Oh, it's gotta hurt.
Well, that is totally up to you.
Don't look so sad, man. Come on, we're having fun.
New Dish voice remote with the Google Assistant. Dish, tuned into you.
At Super One Foods, we're always looking for new talent to join our 5-star service team. We are a growing family-owned company that provides opportunities to learn new skills and enhance your working knowledge while serving your friends and neighbors. From flexible scheduling and variety in jobs to competitive wages and exceptional benefits, Super One Foods offers an excellent environment to grow both personally and professionally and can provide you with the foundation for career advancement in the communities we serve. Come join our team, Super One Foods. Jobs right in your neighborhood.
Last summer, my hernia started hurting, so I decided that I needed to get something fixed. Well, it's made me feel a lot more confident dealing with patients and keeping patients safe.
Kelly Culver, a certified nurse practitioner, brings 6 years of experience and is taking appointments now.
Yes. Don't stop clapping now. Come on.
Happy Honda Days is on now. Unwrap the joy of a new Accord, the best midsize sedan in America, according to Car and Driver.
That's all right.
Now, CBS3 Sports with Kelly Hinson.
UMD women's hockey team may not have exactly come away with the outcome they wanted down at Ohio State this weekend, but nevertheless, their all-star goaltender had herself another performance for the books. Maddie Rooney faced the most shots in the league this weekend and made the most saves against the number 7 Buckeyes. Today, she earned her second WCHA Goaltender of the Week award. Rooney made 68 saves on 71 shots, posting a 95.8 save percentage overall. She'll backstop once again for the number 10 Bulldogs again this weekend, back at home hosting number 1 Minnesota. Both games will have a 3:07 p.m. puck drop Friday and Saturday. To UMD Hoops, the second player this year to rack in an NSIC Player of the Week award for the Northern Division. This time it's Alex Ilikainen. The Wisconsin transfer posted an impressive performance this past weekend at home for the Bulldogs. Ilikainen led the way with a team-high 26 points per game with 6.5 rebounds on average.
I just want to have the best UMD season in a long time.
We've had some good years and some bad years, and I just want to put us up there, and then hopefully the next couple of years, this could be the standard. So I just really want to help this team get to the top and stay there.
We are fully into the swing of things for high school hockey. We've got a game going down at Silver Bay this evening. Evelyn Gilbert taking on North Shore at Rukavina Arena. That's a good segue to tell you about the fact that we are just over 2 weeks away from our first Thursday night face-off show on CBS3. It's the second year we're doing this thing to bring you some of the best high school hockey coverage in the Northland. First show, mark your calendars, will be Thursday, December 5th in the CBS3 News at 10. 2 games remain for the Minnesota Golden Gopher football team this season, and they're both going to be critical to securing a Rose Bowl berth and potentially beyond for PJ Fleck's squad. After falling in a heartbreaker on the road down in Iowa this past Saturday, the Gophers tab their first loss of the season. Gophers make the biggest drop in the AP polls this week, falling from number 7 to number 11. Minnesota is on the road again this coming Saturday at Northwestern.
They're disappointed. You know, everybody's disappointed with a loss. If they weren't disappointed, I'd worry. But it was one game, and it was a one-game championship season, and we lost that particular one-game championship season. They know why they lost. I think that's really important to always address of why did we lose. But this team's learning how to play championship football in November. Even though the first few possessions didn't go our way, they were still able to find a way to come back.
Bright and early this Saturday down in Evanston, Illinois. Gophers take on a 2-8 Northwestern squad at 11 a.m. on ABC. Quarterback Tanner Morgan did go out late in the Iowa game with an injury and is questionable for this Saturday. Thursday night face-off, guys. It's coming. It's coming. And that was a live look at Rukavina Arena. We're going to have highlights from their game tonight at 10. I'm excited. It's high school hockey season. That's my favorite season.
Sure is. Here it comes.
Yeah.
Thanks, Kelly. All right, Dave. It was quite foggy on my drive to Duluth today. Is that sticking around?
Yeah, with high relative humidities, I think it will stick around overnight. So there's one element for driving cautiously tonight and tomorrow morning as well. Then later on tomorrow afternoon, we get a 50% chance of mix reappearing on our horizon. And that could turn into a 90% chance for snow on Thursday. If the doggone charts would hold still, they would show that the heavier totals would be found in the northern parts of Minnesota, traced to 3 for the rest of us. Maybe 3 to 6, though, from the Cuyuna to the Mesabi to the Vermilion ranges, and then up towards border country. And then for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, we go towards high pressure, and it clears up and it becomes rather pleasant, especially Saturday and Sunday for the Wisconsin Deer opener. Nobody should freeze during that one.
Yeah.
Hopefully they don't fall asleep in their stands. It's so balmy. And I've done that.
Maybe they can get a little snow, just like we did for Minnesota. It doesn't look like it's in the cards, but that would be nice.
A little bit, I think, Wisconsin will get from this go-around on Thursday.
Some fresh stuff makes it easier to see the deer.
Yeah, it does.
All right. Thanks, Dave.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
We'll see you back here at 10.